Hey brothers and sisters, God bless each and every single one of you. It's Hunter's Point here with another video, here with a little bit of a coronavirus update. The World Health Organization has finally declared this COVID-19 coronavirus to be a global pandemic. I don't know what took them so long. I would say this has been easily a pandemic for the past 4 to 6 weeks, but they're just now declaring it a pandemic. So if society wasn't panicking before, they're going to now, right? We've seen our first death in Indonesia. Washington State has now banned events, and they've so far banned over 200 events. Now we got Waffle House employee in Atlanta, Georgia has been confirmed positive for the coronavirus. Chicago has canceled their St. Patrick's Day parade. I might have mentioned that yesterday, but if not, there you go. New York, yesterday, sent in the National Guard. Mnuchin says first part of the virus stimulus plan will be ready in 2 days. I don't know how much that's going to help. I think we're to a point now where we couldn't contain the thing, and it's going to be very hard to mitigate the damage. I don't know how easy it's going to be. FEMA has evacuated into their Atlanta office over a coronavirus scare. Dr. Fauci, I hope I pronounced that correctly, warned that the virus is 10 times more deadly than the seasonal flu and could infect millions if not handled early. I would argue that it's already infected millions worldwide, and it's just being severely underreported. Harvard University is preparing to prorate room and board for students. The amount of U.S. cases has far surpassed 1,000. The UK, this is actually huge for you brothers and sisters who live in the United Kingdom. The UK health minister has caught the virus. Ireland, Bulgaria, Sweden has reported their first deaths. The state of Connecticut here has declared a state of emergency. UK total hits well over 400, right? A huge jump last night. Global cases continue to rise. South Korea has reported a new outbreak in their call center, and Japan is reportedly getting ready to declare a nationwide state of emergency. So when you focus on this virus here specifically within the U.S., it's continuing to get worse. I do believe that this is judgment for an unrepenting nation, right? And when I say unrepenting, what do I mean? I mean that there's, thousands upon thousands of people who have not changed their minds from not believing to believing. You need to believe on Christ, folks. You need to get on that proverbial ark because there's not much time. There's well over 35 states here in the United States that have confirmed positive cases of the coronavirus. This thing's continuing to spread rapidly. They're finally declaring this thing a pandemic, which they should have done weeks ago. They have not done a good job at handling this thing early, right? This is well past the containment phase, and this is now into the mitigation phase where they're trying everything in their power to mitigate the damage as much as they can. The biggest issue I would say that our country has right now in terms of this coronavirus is the lack of testing supplies. The lack of testing kits, because you have to assume that everybody in the country could need to be tested at least once, but there's going to be plenty of people who might need to be tested for this multiple times, right? And when you've only tested under 2% of our nation's population, that's a problem, right? Who knows how many people are actually infected with this thing, and how many people may have actually already passed away. So understand, this is a global threat, this is a global pandemic, but we do not have fear, right? We have been given the power of love and a sound mind, and we are not to panic with this, all right? We are to share the gospel of grace, right? The gospel's 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. It's that Christ died for our sins, he was buried, and he rose again the third day, according to the scriptures, right? That's 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. If you believe that gospel in your heart, you are saved. You are born again in the Spirit, and you are sealed until the day of redemption. It's Ephesians 4:30. So please understand that this is in fact a global threat. Anyone trying to say otherwise is delusional, and that's me being nice. It's important people understand just how serious this really is. And I'm praying for those infected, because this is not good. This really isn't good. So I will see you all again in the next video should the Lord tarry. Otherwise, God bless y'all.